Aussie villain, welcome. Come in. Can I get you anything?
We're not in the dungeon. This is very nice, and no blindfold either. What's the deal today? I don't.
What are you talking about? These are good days. A Champions League Semi-Final, top 3 finish secured. Tea?
Yeah, thank you. I'd love some tea. Wow. Thank you. Nice cut trainer as well. Yeah, I'm very happy with how things are going, especially in the league. I think we're looking good.
As am I. In fact, I've decided to give you £38 million to spend on transfers this off-season and £800,000 a week on wages.
Wow, that's very generous of you.
Yes, the only thing to be resolved is your contract, as I notice it expires at the end of the season, and I can't have you leaving me now, can I?
What?
So what's it going to take for you to stay?
I mean, it's not really a thing of money. It's, I thought maybe I'd leave, work somewhere else, perhaps. I was thinking maybe South America would be a nice change.
Oh, no, you don't want to do that. What club there will give you so much money to spend?
Yeah, but...
You're hesitating.
Yeah.
Would you prefer to talk downstairs?
No, to be honest, I don't really like downstairs. I like it much better up here. You know what? I might just duck out. I'll have a think about things and get back to you. Thank you, Lord Yang. Bye. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 39 of the World Tour at Shanghai Shenxin in China, of course. And today it's a big episode because we have 4th in the league, Shandong, as we chase the title. And then we're going to go off to Korea, to Seoul, to play FC Seoul in the first leg of our Champions League Semi-Final. That is absolutely massive. Now, as you've just heard, we have qualified for the Champions League for next year. We'll have a quick look at the league table. You can see we are in 2nd right now, just a point back from Beijing, but more importantly, Lord Yang has absolutely stumped up the cash for next season. Look at these budgets, just under £40 million to spend in the transfer market and £800,000 in wages. That is just monumental money compared to what we have had in pretty much the entire World Tour so far. And to be honest, until we get to Europe, it's a lot more than we're going to have in South America or North America as well. So, yeah, that is difficult to walk away from, but we are leaving at the end of the year because our contract's up, and we've been in China, we've been at Shanghai Shenxin for too long now, but that is a lot of money to walk away from. Now, just the one game since last episode where, of course, we booked our booked our spot in the semi-finals after knocking out John Book. You can see it was a 0-0 draw against Z-Town. Not sure what to say about this game other than it was boring. Nothing really happened. You can see there was only 3 shots on target in the whole game. We rotated a few players to make sure that we weren't overplaying people. You'll see in a minute that didn't really work. But I mean, they're a good team, but playing them at home, I would have liked to have got the win. What really, really helped us was that Beijing went and lost to bottom of the table Yutang. So that definitely saved our bacon. And TB lost as well. So at the end of it, we actually picked up a point, but it's a massive missed opportunity, I think, if we could have got a win there. But you can see Shandong here, are 4th in the league. They're no mugs, but there's only 4 games to go now. This league season is rapidly running away from us, so we cannot be affording to drop any more points against Shandong. Now, this is the team that we're sending out. You've got to bear in mind, it's a Saturday in the game, as you can see there. On the Wednesday, we have the semi-finals of the Champions League. So we are kind of still favouring that a little bit, and we've had to rotate, because if we look at them at the medical centre here, everybody's match fatigued. Everybody is match fatigued, except for Humam, because we didn't play him against Z-Town, basically. So it's Jinan in goal. It's Wellington and K-Yan as the defensive duo. It's Hao Long and Peng go down the wings. Hong Tao, Weezy, and Zhao Peng. It's like back to first year in the top flight, isn't it? With that midfield trio. Humam in behind Yaquin and Jinzhen. It's second choice. Is it enough? We'll find out. So it looks like we're matching up man for man. Now, Shandong are a passing team, so I'm hoping with Weezy in midfield as a ball-winning midfielder, he can play that role really well, as we know. So I'm really hoping that he'll break up play for us, and that will enable us to do okay. What do we say to this? Let's give the fans something to cheer. I'm just going to say there's no pressure. I don't really know what to tell these guys because they're not first teamers. Like I say, I'm just hoping that they're a passing team. They're a good team. They're in a bit of poor form though. We've seen they've gone from being a 4-horse title race to very much a 3-horse race because they've just completely run out of form. So I'm hoping, as I said, that we can be tactically smart here. Wheezy can do a job in midfield for us, and we can get a win. But Humam's going to have a big game and create some chances, because we've seen Yaquin hasn't really been in goal-scoring form, and Jinzhen has potential to be able to get some goals, but hasn't really done it for us this year either. A bit of a slow start in terms of action, but yeah, I can't say we'll take a draw, because if Beijing win and we draw, then we're essentially screwed. We're not going to be able to catch it. There's only 3 games to go after this, as I keep saying, so we cannot afford to be dropping points. Beijing as drawing. Oh, I thought we were going to be behind there. They had gone behind apparently there, so that's promising. Maybe they could run into form troubles as well. We've beaten them on the final day when we were a struggling team and cost them the league title, so they have form for it. But you'd just rather be in front at this time of year, wouldn't you? We don't want to be dropping points. This is right before half-time. It would be a terrible time to concede, but equally a great time to score. Can we get the foot in here somewhere? I'm waiting for the ping over the top. There it is. Kiyan should get that. Let's not do anything stupid here. Looks good so far. Out there for Peng. A little bit of space to run into. 2 minutes of stoppage time. This is an actual highlight. Peng across for Zhao Peng. Zhao Peng for how long can he get across into the box? He can. It's there, Yaquin! He's got the goal. 7th of the year. His goal drought is over. And we are 1-0 up right before the break. What was I saying about this being a wonderful time to score? And we've gone and done it. Good vision there, wasn't it, from Peng? Over to Zhao Peng. Out again. He could have been selfish there and he wasn't. And that has in the end created a goal. All sorts of mix-ups in the centre of that defence, though, wasn't there? That is not how to defend. Not sure what textbook that's from, but certainly not one I've read. Let's just not say anything now. We'll wait till the break. We've been okay, but we haven't been great. Beijing has joined this result. If results stand here, this would send us top. We've played well. There's room for improvement. Anybody that's not playing well, same old story, will tell them so. Some passion that we have faith in those guys that are doing okay. Wheezy hasn't picked up a booking yet, which is perhaps surprising. This may be his last game for us, because, I mean, he's not the player he was. When we get back into the game, I'll try and show you his attributes. We've outgrown him. But I have a soft spot, because remember that first year or two in the division, he was, I mean, the first year, I think it was the first season, he essentially kept us in the league. He had like 8 goals or 9 goals, something, as the ball-winning midfielder. There we go. We can see 28. He's still in his prime, but I think as a club, we've got better players now. But for someone who we scouted in the Indonesian league, oh, Zapang! Oh, I thought that was in! For someone, who we scouted, sort of found in the Indonesian league and brought with us to China, from a different club, mind you. We don't like we signed him in Beijing's gone in front. This is a big, more important game than we. Oh no, that's poor defending. Oh, good save from Zhao Nan there. That was huge. Humam's having a poor game, which is a little bit annoying actually. You know what? We're not going to muck around with this. If he's not playing well, we're going to take him off, keep him fresh for the Champions League. Bring Wang Chao on. Who's looking tired there? I didn't see who that was. Moreover, free kick. Beijing's now 3-1 up. You would fancy them to go hang on there from there, wouldn't you? I don't think they're going to be conceding. Show some passion here. Again, having rotated, this would be massive. Here's Wheezy. Oh, we've seen him score some free kicks as well. If you've been with me sort of from the start of our time in China, we've seen Wheezy score those, but as I said, he's just not the player he was. No! It's off the post. It's still there, and they've equalised. Oh, that is potentially a devastating blow. We'll give it a demand more. We won't. It's not that long to go. We're going to have to go attacking here. It's poor defending from the set piece. We had been working on attacking play in training because our goals were kind of dried up. Can Zhao Peng get one here? We've got men in space. He's got out for how long again? Can he get another assist? He's knocked it in. It's nothing. Is it a... Now, is there a foul on how long? Someone went in there really, really late. The screen had kind of moved on. I don't know if you guys saw that. I just kind of saw it as the screen was moving on. There was a late tackle. A penalty would be an absolute godsend. I have no idea who would take it. Probably Yaquin or Wheezy, I think, would be the two. One of those two. It is no penalty, so never mind. All right, let's go attacking. A draw, I don't think, does us any good. I mean, you've got to respect the point. You know, it could be the difference between winning or losing. Wheezy's picked up a knock there, but he's back on. Tight hamstring. We might need to make a change on that one. Trying to think who's on the bench. Oh, no. It's 3-on-2. It's 3-on-2. Oh, no. Oh, that is not good. Alright, we have to make a sub. I mean, Leshen is not in any way, shape or form a player that should be coming on right now, but we're going to bring him on. We're going to play him as an attacking Mazzella, and we're going to play Zhao Peng as an attacking midfield centre. I mean, what we've just been caught out there, haven't we? They've got their front three forward. We've only got the three back. We've been, as I said, caught out a little bit. Come on, boys. Demand more. Demand more. Very attacking now. We want to just get the ball in the box. More direct passing. We'll play for set pieces if we can. Let's play with some width. We'll get stuck in as well. High line. Goal difference doesn't really make a difference because it's a reserve league, as we know. Can we get an equalising goal here? How Long gets the ball into the box. It's come out there for Hong Tao for Chow. Chow! Oh, it's off the post! Have we just been inches away from our title challenge just being extinguished there? Oh, I think it's done. It is done. We've blown a lead, and that is absolutely devastating. If we don't go on and win the Champions League now, have we just thrown away the league? It wasn't a good second half performance, was it? I've maybe got the team talk wrong at half time, but with 3 games to go, we're 4 points behind Beijing, and that's we essentially need to win out now, and then hope obviously that they drop points somewhere, and they're gonna have to drop points more than once now as well, aren't they? Oh, that's really disappointing. Anyway, guys, wait right there. We'll be back. It's a semi-final of the Champions League. It's a lot to play for here. I'm Chaz Hogan outside the Jinshan Stadium in Shanghai, where there's devastating news for Shenzhen ahead of their Champions League semi-final against Seoul, with news that Brazilian striker Vinicius is set to miss the match with a 4-week injury. This is going to be a devastating blow to major Aussie villain, as the striker was going to be heavily relied on to get the goals. Chaz Hogan, Shanghai. Okay guys, welcome back. It's time for the Champions League semi-final first leg, and as you've just heard, Vinicius gone. Pulled knee ligaments. He's out for pretty much. We might get him back for the second leg, but I wouldn't hold my breath. It is, what was it? It was 2 to 4 weeks or something. Where's the injury here? 2 to 4 weeks. So that, needless to say, is absolutely devastating because he is the star of the team. So it's not going to be easy. They're making it difficult for us, but we'll see what we can do. This is the team that we're sort of scrapping together. We've had a few other injuries as well. You can see Wellington is unavailable really to start. He's on the bench. He can kind of play. We've lost Jin Zan, who was supposed to be on the bench to replace Vinicius. He can't really play him. And the other one was the midfielder here. I can't see him now. Here it is here. Lin Yu. He's gone as well for 3 weeks. So this is what we have. This is what we scrapped together. It's Jinan in goal. It's Yui Ruse and Rabao as a defensive duo. Federico down the right, Chen Min down the left. That gives us some hope, doesn't it? Feng, Xiaopeng, and Zhen Hong in midfield. Playing Li Shan in that last game has actually meant he's still match fatigued. So I don't really want to start him because he won't play well if he's match fatigued. Humam, he's going to have a massive game for us because it's Yu Qin and it's Qiao Yan up top. And on their day, they're both brilliant. Can they play together? They've never done it before. And you'll notice we are playing more attacking than we usually do. The reason being, we need away goals, I think. So we're going to have a crack at it. We're going to try and get some away goals here and just see. Yeah, see what can happen. What do we say? I think we've got to get some passion going. We're the underdogs. Let's go out there and cause an upset. I think I like that, actually. Yeah, I think I like that. Then some calm, we have faith. And as I said, it's been made difficult for us, so we'll just have to see what we can do. It's almost like the game does not want us to win anything with Shenzhen. It looks as though the league has gone, and like I say, injuries have not helped here. But we're not going to make excuses yet. we'll save them for after the full time if things don't go well. All right, here's Chen Min. Knocks the corner in. It's there. It's a decent one, but it's headed away. And are we going to get found out on the counter-attack here? We're kind of just letting him run. That's poor, but Jinan with a massive save. That's a really, really good save, actually, from the keeper. Let's give him credit. That was an absolute pile driver coming straight at him there. We did work on defending corners after the last game, so hopefully we won't have any more issues from that. Come on, boys. Let's get in here. Good block, and that should be highlight. Thank you, game. Let's get creative here. Come on, boys. I'd take a 1-0, I'd take a 1-1, I'd take a 2-2. Anything where we score. Humam knocks it in. Good ball for Chow Yun, and that is inches past the post. Posts haven't helped us either. That last game, you know, we had one hit the post and go out, and they had one hit the post and sort of bounce back in for them to score. So you just get the sense our luck is just starting to fall out a little bit. We've had our fair share of luck. Let's not complain about that too much. But it's just the wrong time of the year to have bad luck, really, isn't it? Let's demand a little bit more here. Chow Yan's playing well, but he's about the only one. Relatively even game, as you can see. We've probably just about shaded it, though. Let's demand more again coming into half-time here. As I said last game, it's a great time to score. But it doesn't look like anything is going to come of that. Now, what do we say to this at half-time? I'm going to say I'm not happy, I think. I didn't say I wasn't happy last game, and we didn't really turn up in the second half. They've been poor as well. Beijing has got the lead in the all-Chinese second tie over there. We're not happy with that. We're going to tell Federico to watch his step here. And yeah, we'll just get back out there. We do have limited options on the bench. Li Shen being match fatigued, we could bring him on, but he's unlikely to play well if he's tired. I mean, we have nothing in terms of strikers, really. Let's give it a get creative. I mean, the only really good backup we have is for Chen Min in Li Peng, but, you know, we don't want to take Chen Min off. He's, you know, one of, if not our best player. Yeah, I mean, 0-0 isn't a great result for us, is it? That means it's all we have to keep a clean sheet at home. Let's go attacking. Let's try going a little bit more direct here, perhaps. Actually, let's not try that. Let's try just getting early crosses in the box before we go direct. Highlight begins here. Hopefully we're going to nick this. We are not, it looks like there. Alright, come on, boys. Let's not concede a goal here. Oh, we don't want to go behind. That's the last thing we need at this time of the game. Off the crossbar. What is the goalkeeper doing? That was too far out just to let that sort of bounce around there. Just put it over the bar, mate. Put it over the bar. Alright, we've got work to do from defending the corner. Remember your training, boys. We did this. We did this yesterday. Away. Oh, too much space straight across the box. Can we win it? Stop the cross coming in. Second ball. It's still there. It's just past the post. For the hesitation in the game there for a second had me worried we were going to concede a penalty, but no such concerns there. Alright, here's Chen Min. Can he go early? In for Humam. Humam drives one. That's a cracking ball for Federico. Can he get a cross in? Bit of quality now is what we need. It's headed away, though. It's still there for Li Fen. In for Zhang Hong. Zhao Peng. Look at Chen Min. If he plays him in, he does. Pull it back, mate. Pull it back. It's there. It's there for Zhao Peng! 1-0. We've got the away goal. It's his first goal of the year. And what a time to pop up and score. He's been a reserve player all season. Just coming in when we sort of really, really needed him. We're going to give them a concentrate so we don't get too excited. But what a time to score. Cracking ball from Zhang Hong there, wasn't it? Pulled back beautifully. We'll give Chen Min credit and say that's where he meant that to go. And Zhao Peng with a great, great finish. 1-0, the away goal. That is absolutely massive. Let's... Oh, I've clicked the wrong thing there. Let's go back to positive now. Do we look to bring it Wellington on and go 3 at the back and sort of really tighten things up here? It's one of these away from home. I sometimes think the chance of a second goal is worth the risk of conceding. There's a good ball in. Oh, we got 2! Chow Yan has got a second, 10th goal of the year for him. Not bad for a first season. He's got to be one of the favourites for Young Player of the Year, I would imagine. But that is 2-0 up now, and suddenly everything is looking a lot more rosy for us. Good run from Chen Min too, wasn't it? What a player he is. Not the best ball out to Federico, but that cross and that finish from Chen Yan. What a finish that is on the volley. Scissor kick. Do we now let's just keep going for it, really. We're 2-0 up. Let's just see if we can really drive the nails in the coffins here. Come on, boys. Bit of defensive work to be done. And, what a save that is. What a save that is. Oh, that comes back in and we've got away that second time of asking. We are now going to, having seen that. What a save. That was like proper, like one hand clawing it back. We're going to take off Human. We're going to bring on Wellington. Captaincy should just revert over to Chen Min in that case. We want to put Yuri Ruse back in here. And all of a sudden, resting all those players last game, potentially costing ourselves the league title, starts to look a little bit more worth it, doesn't it? Let's shut this thing down. And, yeah, come on. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's tighten up. We're into stoppage time. Oh, no. Get out to it. Get out. Oh, long shot. You know what we should be doing too, actually, is we should be closing stuff down in here, shouldn't we? Let's waste some time. Let's keep the early balls going in. We will still counter press because they're a passing team, so we want to do that. And then we will just make it a little bit more difficult for them to pass between the lines. All right. That should be it. Can we get a third in stoppage time? This would be amazing if we can. This could almost wrap up the tie, but it's headed away. But I tell you what, 2-0 on the road, that is 1 foot in the Champions League final, isn't it? That's a massive result. Oh, I was really nervous when we didn't have Vinicius, but Vinicius who in that game, wasn't it? That was really, really good. I'm going to say, actually, we've got to guard against complacency going forward because the second leg is still to be played. So there we go. It looks, and it's going to be Beijing in the final if we get there, isn't it? 4-0 they've won the first leg. That's absolutely demolished Guangzhou Evergrande. We have 21 days. You can see that might be behind my head, but there's 21 days until the second leg. That should mean most of our injuries should be back. Vinicius, and he should be getting close if he's not fully back. So that is excellent stuff. Guys, that is it for this episode. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. As I said, I think we've lost the league title there today. But what we have done is put a foot in the final of the Champions League. And that in itself could be absolutely massive. We'll be back on Monday to see if we do indeed qualify for the final. And then we'll also play Evergrande. Hopefully they'll be reeling from their semi-final defeat. And we might even pick up 3 points there as well. But until then, guys, if you have, like I said, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. I've been Aussie Bill and I'll see you on Monday. Take care.